My name is Savannah. I am 25. I'll be 26 this year. I'm married to my husband, Brandon. We've been married for 4 years in July. We have 2 kids. We have a daughter who's 5 and a daughter who's 2. I found out I had lupus October 2009, and that was the same time that I found out that I had fibromyalgia. I was really devastated. I'd been sick for so long. I was probably sick for about 8 months, and losing weight and losing my hair. My body, I felt like my body was just giving out, and doctors could not tell me what was wrong with me. And once you finally get a diagnosis and you find out what that diagnosis is, and it's lupus, and you find out what lupus is exactly, it was life-changing and devastating and life-altering. Everything. It's changed absolutely everything. It changes the mother that I want to be, the wife that I want to be. Changes everything that I want to do daily. It changes everything. And in a negative way, but I try and find the positives in it for myself and my family. It affects people around me because, especially my kids, when they see me sick, they don't fully understand what lupus is, but they know mommy is sick. And especially my 2-year-old, she sees mommy taking medicine all the time, and she thinks that's okay and that's the way of life, and it's not. It affects my husband because, who wants to see their spouse suffer in pain and sickness every day? And of course, my mom, it affects her. You don't want to see your child suffer and be sick, and it stresses me out, and it causes anxiety and depression, and I'm constantly wondering when my time is going to be up, and I am fully aware that it could be as short as 2 years from now. So, it's a big thing for everybody to kind of work through and act like everything's okay and normal when it's actually not. And in the event that something does happen to me, my kids have to live the rest of their lives without their mother. And it's a big thing. My biggest thing that I would wish people would understand about lupus is it's not a joke. It's not something to take lightly. It's a very serious autoimmune disease that changes every aspect of your life, and people aren't claiming that they have this disease to get attention or sympathy. Me and everybody else suffering are doing the very best that they can, and people need to understand how serious of a disease that it is, not only in the disease of itself, but what comes along with it, the symptoms and the emotional aspect of it. And don't be so hard on these people, because it's a big thing. It's not something small. I can't most of the time. When it comes time to play with my kids, I can't normally. It's really hard, especially with my fibromyalgia, because fibromyalgia causes your nerves to be overactive, and the smallest touch is magnified greatly. And a hug or playing with them, it's really challenging. It's almost impossible, and that's a real big shame for them because they're so young, and they crave affection and attention, and I fall short. And fatigue comes with having lupus, and they want you to play with them and be active with them, and a lot of times I can't do that, and I'm sure they don't understand right now, and I hope for in the future that they don't resent me for that, and I hope that they understand that I wanted to, but I couldn't a lot of times. But those times that I did, I put everything aside that I was feeling, and I pushed through my symptoms that day to deliver what they needed. Research, that's my biggest thing. I don't get angry at them people, even though it would be very easy to do that. I just urge them to research. Ignorance is bliss, they say, but I don't agree with that. And those particular things, the negative feedback, that's one thing I'm trying to change, because it is seen a lot, and you'd be amazed at how much. And because of people like that, suicide rate is higher with people who suffer from lupus. They don't have emotional support. They're being criticized, and and those are the type of people that I'm out to change. It changes me daily, because I want to be able to get up and clean my house all day and keep on top of it and cook dinner and have the laundry done and sit down and teach my kids certain things that they would learn in preschool and have dinner ready, just everything that comes with a stay-at-home mom. And I'm lucky if I can even get half of that done. A lot of times I'm stuck on the couch because I can't function like I'm supposed to, and a lot of times there's things that need to be done around the house that I can't physically do. And that's where I said earlier, it affects the type of mom and wife I want to be. It takes away from it. The non-sufferers of lupus, my biggest thing is research and emotional support. If you know somebody or love somebody who has it, do your research and give your support. That's the biggest thing. And it's happening to your neighbor, it's happening to your best friend. More and more people are getting diagnosed, and people need to know about it. As far as the people suffering, I want them to know that tomorrow is a new day. Keep going, because you're doing the best that you can. You're not alone. And that's probably my biggest to them, is not be so hard on yourself. Don't be so criticizing to yourself. I've had people call me lazy. Of course, I've heard, well, you don't look sick, what's wrong with you? And people not taking it seriously. Yeah, I've had some negative backlash. That your first couple of times after being diagnosed and stuff, of course it's hard to hear negative stuff, but eventually you figure out, I did anyway, that it's something that I can't help, and that's on them, not me. That's their misinterpretation, and I kind of kill them with kindness and smile and just go on and pray for them to find their knowledge and what they lack. My number one thing that I would love to see in the future with this is I want lupus to be a household name like cancer is. I want people to understand that just as cancer knows no age, lupus knows no look. You don't have to look a certain way to be very sick. And I want awareness. I want people, when they hear lupus, they automatically know what it is. And all the criticism and judgment and negative backlash that people face having lupus stops. Cancer, and I'm not by any means dogging cancer or saying that it's any less important, because it's not, but when you hear cancer, it's taken seriously. You don't hear anything negative towards people that has cancer, at least I haven't. I would like for lupus to be that way one of these days. If you would like to start helping me raise awareness, please visit www.raiseyourvoices.org, and let's start making the difference that we need.